In a moment. We begin with the Perth families facing the prospect of watching their homes bulldozed to make way for a new road. In a scene reminiscent of the movie The Castle, residents received letters warning them their homes could be standing in the way of development.
They're stealing an office.
Yeah, it is our castle. We've been here for 18 years.
Just absolutely devastated about the whole situation.
For us, besides the value factor, it's the community that just gets lost.
This is Moody Glen, Palmyra, and the mood has turned decidedly bleak for these residents. Many have lived here for the best part of 20 years. Now they're facing the prospect of losing their homes, forcibly bought back by the government.
All he kept referring to was, you will get whatever the valuer says your home is worth at the time they walk through it. So when I sat down and discussed that with my wife, that's like rubbing salt in the wounds, because we now have to finish our dream to then get it demolished.
Oh my God.
And I live on my own, and I'll be 89 next birthday. If I'm going to move out this house, where am I going to go?
We got the letter from Main Road saying that please arrange a meeting to discuss the impact on your property with the Perth Freight Link.
The Freight Link is a massive road project, $1.6 billion, to build a truck route linking Fremantle with Kewdale, Welshpool and Canning Vale. And Moody Glen sits in the path of the possible route.
Shock.
Absolute shock. And yeah, I couldn't believe it to begin with. It's like, hang on a second, we were never gazetted to be a road reserve.
They're going to take our place and we don't get a say in it.
In many ways, it's like a scene from The Castle. Damon and Tanya Smirk have spent years renovating their home. The house backs onto Leach Highway, and while some people might find the proximity to the 6-lane highway concerning, the Smirks love their home. They've spent years transforming it with blood, sweat and tears.
To find out that after 4 years of building our dream home that it was just going to be all taken out from, just pulled out from underneath us, was it just left us devastated, really.
If it goes through, it'll be like every other house in the street, just get bulldozed straight down and a road just built straight over the top of it.
Shannon Morris is a resident and also a truck driver, so he knows the need for transport routes, but thinks this is a mistake.
I think that what they're doing is a big waste of money. It could be used to build a brand new port further down Coogee, Kwinana way, and yeah, I think that money would be better spent doing it down there.
The residents on the side of the street which abuts Leach Highway received letters from Main Roads. People on the other side of the street, like Kathy Irving, were told nothing.
Woke up one morning and heard everybody buzzing in the street and didn't really believe it. The kind of letters that everybody got on this side of the street was something that I would say that we should have got to say it would impact our house.
And I think most West Australians be outraged by what's going on here.
Opposition leader Mark McGowan says the government has got it wrong and the solution is to build a rail link instead.
The government's never put rail on the table. They're not interested in rail. Instead of spending $1.6 billion on this road, they should have looked at other options. All this will do is cost the taxpayers $1.6 billion, bowl over these good families' homes and introduce a toll road that we've never had before into Western Australia.
The $1.6 billion project has been divided into two sections. The area here on the corner of Leach Highway and Stock Road is part of Section 2. The exact route for this won't be decided until later this year. But whichever way it goes, the residents fear they're going to lose their homes.
Will those houses be lost? It's hard to say at this point. Obviously, we're trying to minimise the impacts as much as we possibly can.
Mark Haysbrook from Main Roads is the Senior Project Director of the Perth Freight Link. He says two different routes are being considered, including one that incorporates a tunnel. That would mean the houses in Moody Glen would be saved. The cost of that is yet to be determined.
And that's exactly what we're looking at the moment. We have got those contractors on board. They are doing some feasibility studies for us. So they're in the best position to provide us with competitive rates for tunnels. They are looking at different options and they'll give us those results, so we'll be able to do an analysis of that and work out what is the best option.
You don't need to ask the residents of Moody Glen which option they prefer. They're digging in to save their castles and way of life.
17 years of memories gone down the drain.
I'm feeling pretty bad about it. It's really getting at me now. I mean, okay, where am I going to go?
Fight it as best that we can. We feel like we're small fry against a big giant, but it's our home, it's our castle.